The real hot take is it's ego is the problem.
100%.
Ego is a problem across all disciplines, including myself in that situation, because I was sitting there from my clinical hill as a BCBA and saying like, no, this is not effective because I'm seeing this client for, more hours in a week and I'm seeing the progress, right? So let's just rip the Band-Aid off here. Like most interprofessional drama and drama in our field, it has nothing to do about methods. It's not about data. It's about ego, language, and assumptions. So you walk in thinking you're the smartest in the room. You walk in thinking your discipline is holier than now. You've already lost in that situation. And that goes for us looking at interventions from an SLP or an OT. That goes for an SLP looking at us sideways with a token board. It's not just an ABA problem, it's a helping professions problem. There's been a lot of digs about ABAs too robotic, they just want compliance, they don't get trauma, but that's not true. Let's be real. We can also be dismissive as well when we return the same shtick. And I guess, it's not about being right, it's just not being effective. And that's the hot take for me today.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. I think as a whole, and I think it's, to go off into that subtle mentalism and like philosophical aspect of things, like as a whole, no one wants to be wrong.
No.
Right? Because we know that when we're wrong, there's typically some level of like either ridicule or embarrassment or all of the, those mentalistic style terms, which lead to frustration, right? Because it feels good to be right. It feels good to be heard, which means I want to be right. But this isn't the field for that. And it's hard to check that ego at the door because I need to be willing to admit that, hey, maybe I did mess up. And that's okay, that's my bad. I'm gonna own it, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do moving forward. And I owe it to the other individuals to step aside and say, hey, you know what? Show me. Because there's nothing wrong with that. And then the same vein of if they see me doing something that they don't agree with, tell me why. Call me out on it. It's not in a, you're doing that wrong. It's a, have you thought about it this way? Because phrasing is super important. If you come at me super hot and you're like, listen, this is what better happened because of this, I'm gonna be like, okay, when you're ready, we can talk about it. If you need a minute, that's totally fine.
I love that.
Right? Versus, hey, I see that you're struggling with this. This is what we're currently doing. Would you want some assistance with that? Or are you open to trying some new things? And again, that sounds super inflated.